Hi everyone, my name's Shannon. I'm a healer, Reiki Master and Psychic, and today I've been guided to do a new moon love reading for Capricorn. So let's get started. So I actually already pulled a few cards for you last night, but I felt guided to wait to today before I shared them. I felt like the energy of last night was more rest energy before the new moon, and now we're coming into the new moon. It's a great time to get these messages for you, Capricorn, and to get started to set up that energy for the new year on what's next for you. So we're going to start with some beautiful fairy cards. We've got Beauty's Truth, Barnabas and the Prince, and Beauty and the Beast. So this one here, this one's about really coming back in touch with and reconnecting with your sensuality. Whether that's, as a man or a woman, but obviously especially as a woman because you've got this beautiful woman here in the card. And just what that means for you. To reconnect with that. So that could be for you noticing and reconnecting with that side of yourself that sees the beauty in the world, reconnecting with that part of yourself that feels pleasure. Like it says, it's not always sexuality but sensuality. How do things feel to you? Whether it's beautiful clothes on your skin or hearing beautiful music or dancing around your lounge room, even that part before we have sex of connecting with that sensuality of touch. How do things feel? How does a feather feel and a beautiful flower feel? The scent of things and it's really activating all your senses. I'm feeling for this card. What are the smells that you like? What are the things that you like to touch you, to surround you, to hear? And yeah, it's a beautiful card to reconnect with that and what that means to you to be sensual. Like I said, is it reconnecting with that goddess part of yourself and that God part of yourself where you dance with the divine and just dance around your lounge room and or outside with friends, and is it just playing some beautiful music late at night that really stirs things and evokes things within you? Is it trying different foods and tasting different foods, ones you love and ones you might not have tried before? Just the smells and the touches of things, like mangoes and strawberries and all those beautiful essential fruits, and it could be chocolate for some of you. And what are you how can you get in touch with that in your day-to-day life that stirs something in you and evokes something in you and lights up different parts of yourself that you might have had latent for a while? This then emits a light within us that is very attractive outwardly to others, if you are trying to draw someone to you. And just like it says, beauty, just beauty's truth, really noticing that beauty in your environment. Like I'm drawn to this butterfly here on the top of the card, and you know, the birds around us and the nature and the sound of the wind through the trees, and um, you know, what is that sensuality for you, or just really getting dressed up and wearing beautiful clothes. Um, Maybe joining a group that helps you to feel that, whether it could be, you know, a dancing group, or um, getting a healing where we balance those left and right sides of the brain so you can get more in touch with that feminine side of your brain and your body, and really learn to light that up. You know, if you have been maybe too logical lately, or too much in one side of the brain. So yeah, it's a beautiful card. I might read a bit more about her. Yeah, it's about radiating that beauty, and to embody that is what the card's saying. It's also about through our words too. The card's saying you'll benefit from being kinder, sweeter, and more generous. Um, you outwardly do those things more easily when you believe in your own beauty. And if you're struggling with that, it's about doing some of those exercises which help you to activate that more, whether it's mirror work with affirmations, or just being more playful in your day-to-day life, and maybe doing things in nature more that help you get in touch with that. Um, and as it says at the end of the card, don't deny yourself this form of self-love. That's what it is. It's a form of self-love, for it does have much power, magic, and healing within it. So it's about the healing it will invoke for you, and also what it stirs in you, which then makes you even more attractive to others, which is great. So then we've got Barnabas and the Prince. So this is a beautiful soulmate card, Capricorn, of kind of, it's really about getting out of your comfort zone. See, here he's like on the back of a toad, and he's like about to take a journey, and he's the prince. And it's about when our soul voices, like our soul song, is like singing out for that soulmate where we're longing to be with, or reconnecting with one we might have known before, or one you haven't met yet. And he's actually seeking, or she's seeking, that same reconnection with you. It's like about soulmates calling out for each other, like across time and space. But it's like to meet up, you're kind of like, you're not going to within your own comfort zone. If you've been a bit stuck lately, Capricorn, in some of your, you know, old routines, and you know, maybe not leaving the house as much as normal. I know it's really hard for some people at the moment, you can't, but even if you are in a kind of isolated situation, you know, you can still get online, or join different groups, or you know, different chat rooms and things like that, where you can connect with people, and whether it's sharing music, or thoughts, or conversations with different kind of groups online. But yeah, obviously in person would be better, but it's about getting out of that comfort zone, Capricorn, and going, well, what's that hobby I've kind of been thinking about lately, I've been putting off, you know, whether that's sculpting or pottery, or yeah, joining like that dance class, or you know, maybe even doing something like yoga or Pilates, maybe a meditation group. You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, often, but it's something that's really important. This card is saying to kind of like meet up with your destiny. Like, this is a card about destiny, Capricorns. It's about your soul calling out for that destiny, and that destiny wanting to meet up with you. And so to bring that in quicker, and to meet up with that sooner, this is what he's saying, Barnabas and the Prince, is going that, it says here, adventures, discovery, travel, meeting destiny, you know, maybe taking a trip. I'm getting drawn to this word travel here if you can, depending on what country you're in. You know, some of us can still maybe even travel within our own countries at the moment and go into state or within our own state. You know, trying to find some of those places you might not have discovered before, going to a holiday home with friends, or, you know, trying a new bar if you keep going to the same old bars before, or, you know, just changing up that old routine, guys, and like letting yourself have adventures, you know, trying that hobby or that sport you've maybe always wanted to do and you've put off. Like, this is a good time for you for this new year, because this is your love reading for January to February, of just like taking that leap of faith. And I know it's a bit scary getting out of that comfort zone, but you know, like checking off those things from the bucket list, and then by doing that, you're at a greater chance of, you know, like meeting up with that incredible soulmate. And it's like, often when we're, you know, really having fun and like not looking for it, is when you align with it. You know, you're at the right vibration then to, you're then lining up with yourself, which then lines you up with that man or that woman that your soul and your heart is seeking. I can feel that yearning energy with you, Capricorn, and this guy's going to help you do it. Barnabas and the Prince, he's going to help you like get out that comfort zone and go on that trip or go on that adventure, and try some new things this year, and see what comes from that. So really exciting, beautiful card. And then you've got Beauty and the Beast. So, you know, it's a bit like the movie, and they're saying under here unconditional love. So what this card's about is, even though it's a woman in the card, it's when us as men or women are kind of have this set idea in our minds and in our hearts of, oh, you know, the expectations, the criteria, the check off list this person has to meet, this soulmate coming in, you know, before you'll kind of consider them. But that's what this card's about. It's like dropping that away, and, you know, obviously we've got to write down some things we want in a life partner, or just a new soulmate you want to meet next, but not having the list so long and not having your ideas so rigid within the mind that it blocks someone from coming in, or someone that's already in your life you might have already met that actually really lines up with you perfectly. You know, you might have a great strong friendship foundation base already with someone, and maybe haven't considered them romantically because, you know, they don't meet those, you know, 5 things you thought you wanted in what someone looked like visually. But, you know, if someone lights you up on the inside, guys, you know, men and women, then, you know, and you're connecting on all those levels, or at least some of those levels. You know, we've got the physical, we've got the emotional, we've got the spiritual, and the mental. And if you're connecting with someone, you know, on at least a couple of those levels, you know, it's a really good sign that this soulmate relationships, you know, kind of like got legs. And so it's just about really invoking that kind of aspect of yourself, like that unconditional love for yourself, which is important for your own healing and also to attract that right person in, and looking at that good within every person around us, whether it's, you know, within our circle of someone you might already know, or one that's going to be drawn to. So it's about kind of like staying open. I'll read a bit more of this one and get a bit more clarity on what it's saying. Yeah, like it says, it's like when we're coming into all different peoples that we're meeting, you know, like within our soul family, it's noticing every encounter with that new person and just noticing like that spark and soul life within them, the card is saying. And it's like your soul then acknowledges their soul, and that's when you feel connected to that divine love that you're seeking. It doesn't often matter what those distinguishing features are, but if you can tap into that unconditional love, it allows you to experience your own capacity for love, which fills you with happiness, and it doesn't block you from then connecting with others, you know, who might be of different faiths or religions or cultures, or, you know, the stereotypes that you might have. It's because when we do that, you know, the card's saying we actually dim that light within inside of ourselves, and we reduce opportunities for friendships and new love. So yeah, this card just really feels to me, you know, I'm really drawn to all the lights around here, um, of just being open and really looking at on this new moon as you're manifesting, and might be writing a wish list out later today and tomorrow and the coming days of. Sometimes it's not always about how a person looks, but how you want to feel as you manifest on this new moon. How do you want to feel within a partnership? Um, you know, you could be writing 5 things on this new moon wish list for love and romance. You know, do you want to feel respected? Do you want to feel loved? Do you want to connect with someone? And, you know, more the qualities they have often more is more important than how they're looking. Obviously, you've got to be attracted to someone, but that attraction can come in many different ways, especially if you're connecting on many levels. You know, so some qualities they might have, like, are they trustworthy? Are they loyal? Um, and then, yeah, just surrendering that to the divine later today and tomorrow, and in those wish lists. And after you've set those wishes out to the universe and what you want in a love partnership, and also your deal breakers are important too, on, you know, what you don't want to manifest for this next partnership. And then kind of letting that go and surrendering that, and always asking often for something that might be that, or for something even better. I always teach people when they're manifesting. So I hope that all makes sense. I already pulled your romance cards for you last night. So these are beautiful cards from the romance angels. It's actually saying very soon, forgiving and learning, true love, free yourself. So yeah, like it says, beautiful cards, guys. It's like clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. So this is what I'm talking about with this. The end of the fairy cards is really utilizing that energy, guys, over this new moon, and getting really clear with the universe, because the clearer we are, the quicker that's going to come in for you. That's a really good card to get, Capricorn. So it's saying it's coming in really soon for you if it's not already there, already here. And then there might be just a little bit of work that you've got to do to kind of like take it to that next level, because it's saying here, like, you know, true love. So it's saying as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So sometimes, even though the new moon's about wishing for what we want for the next few months, you can also put out as a wish for the universe to help you let go, and the angels to help you let go of just all that pain that you no longer want in your life. I'm actually really drawn to the 2 angels in this card. So I feel like you're going to get angelic help with this healing process, Capricorns. You know, there might just be 1 or 2 little things you've got to kind of tweak or finesse, or let go of before this union can either be taken up to that next level, or for that new person to come in. Because like it says, it's really saying, guys, um, and if you're already within an existing partnership, it's about, because the card does say soon here, it's about knowing that the love vibration between you is actually going to get stronger and go up to that next level. You've just got to do this little bit of work on yourself first. Because as this card's saying, the free yourself card, it says it's time to take back control of your life. This card, as it's showing, it's like a real feeling of almost like imprisonment of the, of this beautiful unicorn here. It's like that, being trapped, feeling trapped emotionally and like in your mind, in your mental body. I'm really feeling for this card for you of, sometimes when we're trying to manifest or bring that right person in, we can just get stuck in that loop and that ego of, where is he or she? And I've been doing all the right things and I've been working on myself and really trying to love myself, but getting a bit sad and disappointed and kind of stuck in the loop of the negative thoughts in your mind. And or maybe you did have a connection with someone and then they pulled back, and then you're kind of going over and over in your head and obsessing a bit and going, well, what happened and why did the connection drop out, and um are they going to come back? And just that loop of the mind of just constant chatter is saying you've got to free yourself from that. The best way I find as a healer to do that is getting out in nature really helps us get out into the head. I'm really getting drawn to the nature around this card for you Capricorns. um, I've, I've felt your energy the last 2 days leading up into this reading, like you really need to get grounded at the moment to kind of free yourself. Getting your feet in the earth, getting by the ocean, or, going for a walk around near the mountains, or in a forest, or, even if some of you are in lockdown, if you can get into your backyard and just walk around on the grass. And, a lot of you might be stuck in this energy too if you are in that lockdown scenario in certain countries. If we get stuck in that energy within our homes for too long, it's really bad for the mental body. So we've got to do all we can to kind of free ourselves within that energy, so we can reconnect with that beautiful true love energy that's really wanting to come in for us. So ways to do that, like I said, getting in nature, meditating, maybe doing some exercise either outside or within your home, going for walks, yoga, meditation, whatever it is for you guys, creating a weight room or something in your garage, and just finding any way you can to just drop down back into that heart space and get out of that loop of the mind. Because once you do that, guys, it's like that prison, that cage around you, this fence around you is just going to crumble and drop down and really help you to feel free again. So that right person will either reconnect, come back within, come back in, or that new person can come in quicker. Because it's saying here, guys, like true love, like this really feels like it says, this is the romance of a lifetime. It's a really positive card, and you wouldn't have got that from spirit if the timing wasn't right. So as this is saying, you might just need to do that little bit of work on yourself, bit of forgiveness, maybe forgiveness work on letting those exes go. And for any of you who might be grieving this year, I know there's been a lot of grief energy this year as well in different countries, and people losing people. And sometimes we need some healing on the heart to free up that heart space of that grief energy and that's stuck around our aura, and just knowing it's safe, to let yourself feel that love within an existing relationship or a new one that's coming in, and to feel safe, like to fall in love again. I'm really getting drawn to this man, like with his hand on this person's head. And I just feel like this is all your help, you know, from your ancestors that have crossed over, and all the angels, and from some of the ascended masters I'm feeling. They're all working, you know, like double time for you in spirit, helping you to heal all those things that might be blocking you. So you can really embrace, enjoy, and, you know, like just have fun with this beautiful true love energy. Some of the readings I've been doing lately, I've been saying, you know, last year was quite a heavy energy, and we've really got to make like a concerted effort this year, all of us different star signs, to just get back to that lighter energy within ourselves and within the unions that we're in. I'm really getting drawn to this child here in the background in the card, you know, which is like the Cupid energy. You know, often when I feel Cupid and the fairies all around, it's a real light-hearted, joyful, jovial energy. You know, like that energy from what's that movie? You know, Midsummer's Night Dream. Um, would be a good movie for you guys to watch right now. And, you know, just lightening your loads of things that maybe were weighing heavy on your hearts or on your shoulders, and just knowing that this is all, as it said, it feels like divinely guided, because, you know, you've got the destiny card here, and this true love um, really feels like this is going to line up for you Capricorns. And if you're in that existing relationship, you know, take that love partnership to that next level, or really draw that new one in a lot quicker if we just do some of that forgiveness work, self-healing, and just freeing yourself from that, you know, like that mental prison that some of you might have happening right now. And if any of you need help with that, you know, I'm able to do distant healings and psychic readings to really get some clarity for you on what guides, animal totems, angels you might have surrounding you right now. Maybe some of your ancestors crossed over, you know, that are really helping you to try and meet up with this destiny, and meet up with this true love that you've been yearning for, and, you know, that is yearning for you. And then I'm going to shuffle some love oracle cards I've got here. And we now ask all the romance angels. Well, this one jumped out. We're asking all the romance angels for Capricorn for new love and romance. What would you like them to know? This one jumped out straight away. Giving thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Here we go, very soon. Know you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. I love that. So in some of this healing work, guys, what could be great for you is doing those self-love affirmations at the moment. You know, that I am beautiful, I'm strong, I'm successful within a partnership, I'm lovable, I'm worthy of love, I am deserving of love. And just make up your own. You could write a few pages of your own affirmations, and then repeating them on your walks, during your meditations. I'm really getting drawn to this thanks word. You know, sometimes if we're just a bit frustrated because we've been waiting a while for that new love, or we're a bit frustrated with the current love, it's really getting back to your gratitude list, guys, and kind of, it really shifts the chemistry in the brain if we are having a difficult day, because I feel like your energies it was a bit low, like as soon as the year began, Capricorn. I feel like it's just going to get higher and higher after today's new moon. So it's very exciting energy coming in for you, but I just feel like some of you are really quite tired and just almost like exacerbated with all this at the moment. And knowing that, you know, this is what the new moon's about, knowing that sometimes God's got a plan way greater and better, and you know, than we can ever imagine. And so what helps shift that bad day and that chemistry in the brain, and getting back to that feeling of self-love and hope and faith, and knowing everything's going to be all right, is writing your gratitude list or saying them in your head. It really works, guys, you know, even 10 minutes a day, but you find if you actually start them, they become like almost addictive, you know. I've done it before where I'll start a 10-minute gratitude list and I'll end up doing it for 6 hours straight. It really changes your whole day and what you're feeling, what you're thinking, the kind of business opportunities you attract to yourself, the kind of new friendship connections you'll attract to yourself, the hopefully new love that you're going to attract to yourself. You know, that is that true love. So, you know, acknowledging those blessings and knowing that it is very soon, which is really exciting. And I feel like we'll do one or two more of these love oracle cards for you today. Romance angels, what would you like beautiful Capricorn to know today for new love? Oh, look at that, guys. God, I've had this a few times this week. It's exciting. So this is the Cupid card, you know, which is what we're seeing here. Cupid behind you. Destiny, Cupid, true love. You know, you're getting some good cards here, guys. You know, there's good reason to feel hope again. Things are going to shift, I promise you, after this new moon, if some of you are in that stuck energy. So, beautiful card, as it's saying, romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. So this definitely feels like this is a really good match for you guys and girls that is coming in for you, or that might be someone you've already just met, have just started dating. And I'm getting drawn to this light coming down between you here in the picture, which is showing me that there will be verbal contact soon, I'm feeling. Whether someone has disconnected from you and you're waiting for them to come back in, or whether that's someone you haven't met yet, or even with an existing partnership. I just feel like there's going to be a lot more verbal communication soon, which is really exciting. And we can just talk from our hearts. I'm really getting drawn to the fire in your hearts, guys. I feel like this connection, this true love connection for you Capricorns is going to be, because there's a lot of chatter here and this light energy I'm getting drawn to, I feel like you're going to have a really great mental connection. You know, that's that feeling when you just want to stay up late with someone and like talk to them for 6 hours on the phone, and like, you know, it's like you never run out of things to talk about. It's a great, exciting mental connection energy. And then this beautiful heart energy I'm getting drawn to with this card for you guys. So I'm feeling like this true love is you're going to have the mental and definitely the emotional connection. And I'm actually getting drawn to around the love heart here, which is showing me a lot of you might have that etheric connection too, which is going to be that beautiful spiritual connection with someone. This is why the two heads are touching here. This is like the two third eyes meeting and touching each other. So, you know, some of you might have more, like you've got the real passion around her here in this card, and you might have the physical as well, which will be amazing, but some of you might not. So really like noticing when that true love does come is in what ways you're connecting, and what ways do they light you up, and you know, does that work for you? And was that something on your wish list? You might have put on your wish list, so I really want someone I can really talk to, and someone I can really share my feelings with, and someone you can share that spirituality with. And so you'll find with this Cupid's arrow card, it's really bringing that that dream's coming true. I feel like it's what the angels are saying to me with this card. It's beautiful. And then I think I'll do another one. Beautiful romance angels. Oh. Okay, guys. Wow, this is exciting. Look at this card. So in this one, I actually felt more a mental, emotional, and spiritual connection for you. And now this one, we're getting passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So, you know, this is actually showing me, this could be twin flame for some of you guys, because if you're going to connect on the physical too, then you've got all four between these two cards with someone, which is so exciting. So for some of you, it might just be soulmate, but for some of you, it could be really that twin flame energy, you know, because this card here is suggesting that, you know, that true love, that love of romance of a lifetime, it's saying. And I'm getting really drawn to these angels again. This all feels divinely guided by angels, guys, and girls. Really exciting. So, passion. You know, this is about the passion inside you and with someone else. So, you know, as it says, like when we're really getting, and which you've done after you've done some of this healing work on yourself, and you're really getting in touch with that, that sensuality and that a lot clearer mind after you've done this work here, and you know, that real self-love energy, that becomes really attractive in the etheric body, in the aura, to someone, to like magnetize them in, like the card's saying. And then when you do meet up, there will be that real great passion energy between you. So you'll feel it maybe inside yourself first. It's like a fire that gets reignited. And that might be what you've just been missing a little bit lately. You know, it's been a really difficult year for a lot of people last year, and it's just like we need that one more little thing to, you know, really get the year started and like reignite that inner flame again, you know, especially with this sensuality you're going to get back in touch with. And once you do that, you know, so much passion for you guys. And like it's saying, like enjoy it, have fun, get in touch with that. It's almost like that, for women, like that maiden energy again. And, you know, it's almost like that real almost teenager type energy between us as men and women, you know, when we're, you know, just laughing heaps at someone's jokes and just feeling really playful and lighthearted, and yeah, that just kind of beautiful, yeah, just feeling that you get when you first start liking someone and falling in love with someone, that makes you giddy, you know, like a teenager. So I'm kind of getting that feeling for you guys, that you guys and girls, that you might feel that with this person when they come in, or if you're in an existing partnership and that fire's kind of gone out of it a bit, I feel like this is going to come back. You just might need to both do a bit of that self-healing work within the partnership, and then this is like going to take off. And yeah, I just keep seeing the angels. So, you know, they're showing me they've got this, you know, they've got your back. You know, sometimes we've got guardian angels in our life partner's ear or soulmate's ear, and we've got our own, and it's like they're both giving us suggestions, you know, like this card's saying, to be at a certain place at a certain time. You know, you might just all of a sudden, if you're tired one day, just feel like, oh, I just want to go to the gym right now, or I might just join this dancing class tonight, even though I hadn't planned it, but it just feels right, you know, like just like trusting that gut feeling, guys, and just going with that, because who knows? As she says in Beauty and the Beast, sometimes we can meet those unexpected friends, you know, when we're kind of least expect it, and it might not be in those usual circles and groups, and in that certain way that we'd had in our mind of how we thought it was going to happen. So really exciting, everyone, for Capricorn, for new love, for January going into February. And I just feel like I want to pull one more card for you today, just as a special gift for the new moon. Oh my god, look at that. Twin flame card, guys. Your passion ignites. So Yeah, this really feels divinely guided for so many of you. You know, there's been a lot of souls on this earth walking around for a while that might have had some great soulmate relationships, but you know, have been yearning for that. You know, that's something extra, or I don't like to say that piece that's missing, but it's like that part in ourselves where we know you're gonna connect with someone in a certain way, and you might not have felt that yet in other partnerships, but you're gonna feel it in this one. You know, like we were saying earlier, often with that twin flame connection, you're really connecting on like all levels, and I'm really getting drawn to their third eyes here. And this beautiful peace dove above you. So I really feel like there's that divinely guided, really spiritually connected partnerships which will ignite. I'm getting drawn to this flower, ignite like that love in your heart for each other, that passion in your heart for each other. And if you haven't felt love for a while, remember what it feels like, you know, to feel that warm glow within your heart space and to get that back. And so beautiful. It's such a softening and gentle and exciting feeling, and you're gonna feel that again. So yeah, I think we'll leave it there, but really excited for you Capricorns. It's been a beautiful reading for January going into February for new love and romance on the new moon. So great ritual to do tonight, everyone. You know, lighting a candle, getting in that sacred space, whatever that is for you. Maybe putting a yoga mat down or a nice blanket. And um, writing is really powerful when manifesting. Writing down and getting really clear with the universe, putting the order in of what do you want, how do you want to feel in a partnership, whether it's new or one already existing, and what are your deal breakers, and how you want to feel maybe this year within that partnership moving forward. That's really important to you, because as the angels are showing me, we can't kind of like teach that new person that's going to come in very soon how to love us if we don't know like our own love language. I was saying this in another reading I was doing for another group the other day. That's why that love languages book that I have in my practice here is so important to give to certain people I do healings for, because it helps you to realize, if any of you haven't read it, or go get it, guys, and read it. Love Languages, amazing book. It teaches you what is your love language, and so you're clear on it for yourself and how to fill up your own cup. And then so you're clear, so you know how to then teach it to your partner who's coming in. You know, you need to teach your partner when you're going to connect. Well, how do you like to be touched? How do you like, what lights you up? What makes you laugh? What are your deal breakers? What is it that fills your cup up, and what is your love language? So an example of that would be, in the book it says, you know, quality time is a love language for some people. So if your love language is quality time and your partner has a different love language, then you need to say to him or her, well, mine's quality time, so I feel most loved by you when we're, say, going on a date, or going you know, to the movies together, to out to a dinner, just, you know, holding hands, walking through the park together, you know, whatever that is for you. And then they can share with you, if you work out through the book your their love language, what fills up their cup. And it will just take that union to the next level when you really understand each other, where you're coming from. So you can really connect on all those levels, you know, like it's showing me, spiritually, emotionally. You've got the physical here, and you've definitely got that mental connection here, which is very exciting. So could be a lot of late night phone calls for some of you. Very cool. But yeah, let me know how that resonates with you today. And if you do want a distant Reiki healing and psychic reading, which I channel directly from your guides and angels, please let me know and send me an email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So I pray the romance angels bless you, whoever's watching this video probably tonight, and bless this union that's coming up for you, or one that you're already in might be taken to that next level. So, okay. Thanks everyone. Bye. Love you.